guys, Adam here, Blackfyre Productions, and welcome back to another episode, battle report for Cursed City, or Warhammer Quest Cursed City. Today I am taking Yeltsin, Cleona, Brutog, and Glario on a decapitation journey. I haven't tried this one yet, so it'll be my first time going on this journey with these guys. We're hoping to have them level up at the end of this journey as well, because they are all level 0 veterans, I think. Veterans is what they're called, if I can remember off the top of my head. So it's slightly different in the sense that you don't set up your maps beforehand, and what you do is you have an exploration deck, and when you start the game you have 2 cards drawn, and you set up their boards using 4 steps, which I will go over more details as to what we're doing as I do it. But basically the first one is you draw the exploration card, then you set up the board, and it gives you a description on how to do that, and then you go and deploy your hostiles, and then if you need new hostiles afterwards, how they're affected as well. So but that's it. Let me see these. Deliverance, I said decapitation. I completely meant deliverance journey is what I'm doing. So deliverance wise, for consequences for this, obviously anybody that's here, any hero that is successful and not out of action gains an experience, and then you shrink the fear by 2, which I think is currently sitting at 7, and influence grows by 1, which is currently sitting at 4. I do have the Suffocating Gravetide marker that will be coming along behind us, as I got to try to rescue the citizens of Ulfenkarn. But before we jump into this journey, got to give a big shout out to Torchlight Games and Hobbies for their continued support for the channel here. So if you haven't yet, check out their website web store down in the description of the video down below. You can use Fire5 as a code for getting any of your hobby supplies and that. So again, thank you Torchlight Games and Hobbies for the support. So let's dive into this journey and see, or delve into this journey and see what happens to our heroes. So just showing off the heroes I have here is Glario is probably one of my favorite characters so far that I've played with. I haven't used half of the heroes, but out of the 4 that I have, I absolutely love this guy. He does have an upgrade, which is the, what is it called? The Aether Sharpened Edge. Cost me 4 Realmstone points that I used, and basically it gives my melee weapons +1/+0. I'm gonna have to double check, because Noblesse is a duel, so it's considered both, but because it doesn't say duel there, I'm pretty sure I don't get the +1 to the basic strike or success, and it's only my Geist Sever that I get that +1 to, so it should be a 2-3 damage on that. I then have Brutog, the Corpse Eater. He is fantastic as well. Those guys are just a pair, and he is carrying with him a potion of coagulated vitality for some healing purposes. I then have Cleona. She has the Celestium Rangefinder. The hero's ranged weapons are now minimum damage of 2, which is good for her Heaven's Bolt Stilettos, and then or stilettos, sorry, stilettos. And then I got Yeltsin as well, and he has increased his vitality using the Jadeite inlay in his armor. Not his weapon, in his armor. So his vitality, instead of being a D6 now, it is now a D8. So going through the setup here, during the setup, the drop zone portion of the setup for the journey, instead of having a open gateway, you have a closed gateway. So you do something like that over there as well. And then in step 13, prepare the combat map. What happens with that, let me get the page here. I'm flipping through this so much. So here we go. So when you reach prepare the combat map, basically the leader will need to build an exploration deck, which I have over there. You can see it over there like so. And then so you build your exploration deck, place them face down, and then adding board tiles to the battlefield. To begin the Deliverance journey, the leader adds 2 board tiles to the battlefield, 1 at a time, following the following steps, which I'll do now. So step 1 of this is to draw a exploration card, like so. The red obviously is the mysterious object. You have your Lich Gate here, and these are open gateways that I can choose to connect, or close gateways to this one down here. Also up here it tells you how many hostiles are on that tile, and then if you have the symbol over here it tells you how many citizens you have that you have to extract or save, ward off from the Gravetide. When this marker hits 3, or that point there, the Nightfall marker or token, the Gravetide will go on the drop zone. And then bad things happen, which I'll go over momentarily when it starts showing up. So I'm going to take that tile and I'm just going to place it here. So set up the board tile. Leader takes a board tile shown and places it so one Lich Gate location shown on the exploration card lines up with the closed gate. And then so that it becomes, and then what happens is flip the closed gate over whilst keeping it in the same place, so that becomes an open gate. So this first tile will have an open gate. There are some additional rules. The board tile cannot be placed if any Lich Gates are already on the battlefield would be touching it. The board tile must be placed so that any Lich Gates shown on the exploration card can be placed without touching any other board tiles. The next leader places a closed gateway at the location on the exploration card, or furthest from the gateway that's open. So basically, I'm going to connect this one as you see, and it'll be one of these two. So I'll probably just do that one so it turns about. And then, yeah, from there you go to deploy hostiles. So you basically add a hostile into the deck, so you'll draw one from random, place it in number 1, and then that will get added in here because the round hasn't started yet for the first turn, but afterwards you'll just add it to the end of the tracker as well. I guess going by the rules, looking at them, it does automatically go for the hostile group, which we'll draw right now. We'll go in the nearest or the earliest section here. So even before the initiative order, it will happen to be there. So hostile group 1 is going to be 3 corpse rats, and they will be around that objective. And so that's what it's looking like with the corpse rats there surrounding the mysterious object. They will get to act first. I do need to do another exploration card. This time, again, there's only one hostile group and one mysterious object. So we might have it, I'll come over here with it, obviously, because that's the furthest one. They're both the same equal distance, so one that was here and here, and I'll probably bring it out and up is what I'm thinking. So placing that tile there, this does get flipped over as well as part of step number 2 when you place that tile. Yeah. And then I'll have the, let me count the tiles here. So it's gonna be over here again for the next closed tile as well. So basically I have it set up something like that, and that's gonna be the furthest one there. And then I gotta do the hostile group, which is going to be 3 Deadwalkers zombies. Not minding these drops as of yet because there's nothing really bad that's gonna slow me down. I think I can handle. And they're dropped there like that. I have 2 in this first tile and then 1 over here in that tile as well. If I've done this wrong, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I am not sure about the hostile groups here going first. It says in the earliest spot along the tracker here, so I'm assuming that is the case, and they go here first, and then I'll shuffle the heroes cards in and they'll go in order. Later on, what will happen as I unlock doors, these hostile groups will be placed at the very end of the tracker here. But with that said, let's start off this journey and do our Nightfall step, which is just moving the Nightfall tracker 1 step down the board like so. And then we're going to go into our Destiny phase. Let's see what I get for Destiny. So the 4s and 3s are gone. That just leaves a 2 in there. And then everything else will be in the discarded pile over here. That's not the best. So is 4s and 3s. And then I'm going to put that up here because Cleona might be able to use those to her advantage later on. And then we're going to do the activation rules for everybody. So we'll do Yeltsin first. That's not bad. 5, 5, 6, and a 1. So he can do the explorations. If there's anybody on these tiles, like citizen-wise, he could also use that 6 for that. This is Cleona. So 3, 3, 6, and 5. He can definitely, or she can definitely do some exploring as well. I might get rid of one of those 3s to give her an inspiration point right off the bat too here in a second. So during the initiative step. And then we have for Brutog 1, 2, 5, and 6. I'm rolling all my 6s now, where I may need them later on, and not yet. And then we have Glario next. So 2, 3, 4, and a 6 as well. So that's not terrible rolls. Definitely useful for some exploration and everything else. So there's that. I will burn one of these 3 because it matches the 3s I rolled over there from Cleona to give her an inspiration point as well during the initiative step. You know what, I'm actually going to get rid of both 3s because I'll just use the 2 that's in there for her movement, is my train of thought at least. And that will give her 2 inspiration points right off the hop, so hopefully I only need 1 more to inspire. That's the hope. And then we'll start going into... Do I want to gambit with anybody? I don't know. Let's see who we get here, though, first off, during the initiative steps. So we have... That is... I think it's Yeltsin first. Yeah, Yeltsin first. Followed by... That is Glario. Followed by Cleona, and then Brutog going last. I'm kind of curious if I want to gambit with somebody to try to get ahead of that those rats. Either way, I'm going to be stuck. So no, I'll let them come to me. Corpse rat behavior roll, let's see what it is. It is a 5, which is Sewer Swarm. Remove all wound counters from the acting hostiles, then each acting hostile makes an advanced action. So let's do this one here first. Goes here. He's going to try to attack Brutog. Nothing. And then you have the next rat's going to move up here and try to also attack Brutog, because Brutog loves it. It is a critical. So he has a D8 defense roll. Let's see what he gets. And he gets nothing. So he's going to take 2 points of damage from that. So you'd apply the first point of damage, taking away his die here, and then flip it over to his Grievous. So that is a Grievous, and then that third one is just going to come up here like so. Up next is the Deadwalker Zombies. Let's see what they do. They roll a 7, which is a charge, so 2 advances, which they only move 2, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2, and then same here, that one's going to go up there, and then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, just right there. So we have those guys lining up for the slaughter. So I really should have done a gambit and tried to get Glario going ahead of Yeltsin, because now Yeltsin's going first. Never even thought about that, being stuck in. So I'm going to start off with Yeltsin, I guess, and do a judgment roll with a 5+, like so. And then, yeah, let's hope it does something. And it's just going to be on... Oops. Moving things around. It's just going to be on this corpse rat there, due to the fact that I want to take him out with less wounds, so hopefully I can move up and start taking out some of these other guys. So here we go with 2d8. There is a hit there, which does cause 2 points of damage on it. And it has 3 wounds? 3 wounds, and then let me see if I can take it out with a Firewood Stake from my Ruthless ability. I cannot, so it has 2 points of damage on that, that rat there. I also forgot that Brutog is now diseased as well, so what happens is I will place a token on there for the disease effect, then any die that's on that becomes a 1, so not necessarily the best. But that's okay, forgot to do that earlier. So I guess we're going to be going with... Yeltsin's just going to save the rest of his dice. That's going to be gotten rid of. That's going to drop down as reactionary. I don't even know why. Everybody's already gone already. And then, yeah, like that. I will go into Glario next. Glario here is going to do a Geist Sever into the wounded rat swarm there. It is a red... It does hit, it does kill, so that guy is gone. And then he's going to do another Geist Sever into that rat swarm there. Let's see what he gets with that. That's definitely cocked on a weird angle as I'm throwing things around. Let's try that again. So he's going to do 2 points of damage because of his special rule to the champion of that squad. I guess what I'm going to do is then do another Geist Sever into the same guy, hopefully killing it. Which that's another 2 points of damage. That will be also dead. And then let me see if I can get rid of that last one. He has a 6 here, which he'll use to do a Noblesse attack. So a duelist action. So basically I get to take a move action. And then, yeah, actually it is going to be a duelist action. So he's just going to move up here like so. And then what he's going to do is going to do a Geist Sever attack. So hopefully I get a hit. I can take out that rat, which I don't. So he's just stuck there like so. I got to roll for inspiration. Let's see if he gets that. He's taken out 7 wounds worth of guys. He does not get an inspiration point with a 9. Cleona's up next. I think she's going to try to heal Brutog of his ailment at this point. So just use that 5 there to do it to to cure Brutog of his ailment, his disease. Get rid of that. Then I'm going to spend the 2 off the board here to allow her to move, which will get her here. And I'm thinking what I might do is use my 6 that I have for Staff of the Celestial Devastation. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is do the Staff of Celestial Devastation. So I roll a red die. It's going to be on this Deadwalker zombie up here, and then basically everybody that's going to be adjacent to it could suffer damage as well. So let's see if it's a success or not. It is. So it takes 2 points of damage, as well as any other hostile in the same space takes 2 damage, so they both have 2 damage on them. I'll just mark that there. Deadwalker zombies have 3 wounds apiece. And then I get to roll a blue die for each other hostile group adjacent, or each other hero and hostile group adjacent. So let's do the corpse rat first. It suffers 1 point of damage, and then the other Deadwalker zombie up there does not suffer any damage. Brutog's up next. Brutog is going to have some fun. I think I'm going to start charging with him, is my thought. So I have Shoulder Barge. This action can be only made once per turn. The hero makes a free run action and can move adjacent to hostiles without ending that action. For that action, they can move through hostiles and must end in that action in an empty space. Then pick one hostile that was moved and see if I can stun it with a red die if it's a success. So I will do my 5+ for that. He's gonna then run, so he'll go 1, 2, 3 here. Actually, I'll go 4 up here because I don't have to stop when I run past hostiles. I gotta see if I stun that rat. Let's see if I stun it. I do not. That's okay. That's okay. And then I'm going to be striking some guys. So I have my Gut Gouger. I think I'll do on this group, one of these guys over here that have 2 wounds on them. So it is 2 blue dice. I do get a success, which is 1 point of damage, which is enough to kill one of these 2 Deadwalker zombies. And then I will do... Let's just look. I got a 6 left. Yeah, why not? Why not just do that tenderizing blow? I'll just do it on that zombie up there, I guess. So it gives me. Actually, you know what? Yeah, tenderizing blow on the zombie that only has 1 wound up there. That is enough to kill it as well. So he's killed 2 Deadwalkers, which is 6 wounds, which is automatically doubled because of my Path to Glory. So when an inspiration roll, double the wounds value of all hostiles slain during this hero's activation. So he's going to gain an inspiration point automatically. Going into the event phase now, let's see what happens. Rolling D12 on the event table. 5 would be crisis. Receive 1 crisis from your journey. So let's go over to that. I'm going to send Yeltsin, I think, on this crisis. It is still daytime, so D12, let's see what crisis I get. 8, so page 30, and page 30 and section 22, so that's, or 26, sorry, 26. So page 30, section 26, Black Sand Quagmire. If the acting hero is a Dagne Holdenstock, he uses his harpoon gun to easily rescue the poor man. He gains 2 inspiration points. That doesn't seem right. Did I read that right? Yeah, page 30, section 26. All right. Okay, and the crisis ends. Otherwise, the acting hero must choose to rescue a man or leave him behind. If they choose to leave him, they lose all their inspiration points and the crisis ends. If they choose to rescue him, they must roll a blue die. Roll a red if they are a stalwart. If the roll is successful, the man is dragged free. The acting hero gains 1 inspiration point, and the crisis ends. If the roll is a failure, the acting hero must make a vitality roll or agility roll to avoid being dragged into the quicksand along with the victim. If the roll is successful, the acting hero escapes without harm but can no longer help the man, and the crisis ends. If the roll is a failure, the acting hero is taken out of action and the crisis ends. Oh, I don't like this. Let me see. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave him to his own demise. I'm not going to rescue him. If they choose to leave him, he loses all his inspiration points, which Yeltsin doesn't have any, and then the crisis ends. So I'm not really feeling any shame in leaving him behind, especially with this the Gravetide coming very soon. So I guess I will place him in base contact with Brutog all the way over there, like so. Okay, so Nightfall step, we move this token like so, and then we also place in the quest step now of the journey phase, place this on the drop-off zone. I'm just going to set it beside so we know. So next turn, this tile will disappear. If anybody was on there, they would suffer some damage. But nobody's on there, so that's good. After that, we will go into the Destiny phase. Roll for some Destiny. Let's see what we get. The 3s go away, but the 1, the 2, and the 6 stay. So 3s go away. Now we're going to be rolling for everybody, so let's roll for Yeltsin first. And so this is the activation roll step. So he has a 4, 4, 6, and a 1. Too bad there's nobody to rescue because that 6 would have been great. We're going to do Cleona. 3, 4, 6, 2. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to use that 3 to inspire and sacrifice it. Brutog with 3. 4, 4, 6. He is ready to wreck some undead creatures. And then Glario. Let's see what he gets. 3, 3, 5, and 6. That's not bad at all. I will take it. Some running, some hitting, and some shooting, and whatever else he wants to do. Alright, we will shuffle and draw. Actually, during the initiative step, I am sacrificing that 3 from Cleona to give her a 3rd inspiration and inspire as well. Time to see who's acting and when. So we have, that is that Glario first, which is awesome. Very good, very good. Then followed by Brutog, also very nice. Followed by the 1 Corpse Rat. And then followed by the Deadwalker zombies, and then we have Cleona, and then followed lastly with Yeltsin. So starting off the round, we have Glario. He is going to do a Geist Sever into that rat over there. Let's see if I can get some damage on him. I definitely do, and that rat is dead. He already had 1 point of damage earlier, so that is slaying. Or he is slayed. And that will also give an inspiration point to Glario because he each time a weapon action made by this hero slays the last hostile in a hostile group, gain 1 inspiration point. So he's going to have 1 inspiration point from that. So that was using his 3. He has another 3, a 5, and a 6. So I am going to do a 6 for Duelist. I'm going to move him up here like so. And I am going to do a... Let me just do the Noblesse, so it just gives me better chances of actually hitting him. Noblesse, let's see. It's enough to kill him. He only has 1 more point of damage on that as well. That is cocked. There we go. So that is a dead walker zombie, and he'll gain a 2nd inspiration point from there because he, again, finished off that hostile group as well. I'll search with my 5. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what I draw from my deck. So he gets a Realm Stone. So that is awesome. 1 Realm Stone on Glario. And then he is going to run. Let's remove that. Then he's going to run with his 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, like so. Now we got to see... we got to see if he gains any inspiration from that. He does not with a roll of an 11. Brutog is next. He's going to spend one of these Destiny dice, first off, the 1, to try to do a recuperate action. So he's going to roll his vitality. Let's see what he gets. He does get rid of, not get rid of, but downsizes the grievous wound to a regular wound. I think I'm going to do it again. Yeah, he's going to do it again using his 2nd Destiny die, so he can't use anymore, and try to get rid of that. And he does. That is a critical there. So that wound is gone. And then he's going to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with his 4. Then he's going to run again, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, he's gonna run over there, like so. And then he will open up the door with his 6 as well, using that action. Alright, so for the Explore action, let's see what the first exploration card is. It's that. I am going to... I'm gonna sort of put it like this, just to bring it out sideways here. And with it placed like so, the furthest gate is going to be down here, so that's where I will place the next portal or door. And because there's no mysterious object here, what happens is for this 1 encounter that is set, or hostile group, it will be deployed to the nearest portal or gateway, sorry, that is open or closed. Let's see what that hostile group is. It is 2 dead walker zombies. So I'm just gonna use the 2 that were on this card. I gotta replace those. And they would be in hostile group 1, technically. So because actually they will still be hostile group 3. And with that said, it goes to the corpse rats, who are driven off, followed by the hostile group 2, which is the dead walker zombies, which are also driven off. And I actually forgot to do the second room that is going to be closed as well. So we have that room there, and there's going to be a mysterious object in the center, but still no heroes or no citizens for me to rescue, so that's not good. And I am placing this tile here like so, because there's 4 tiles or squares to get to that point, or 4 to get to that point. So I'm going up now through this building that we're about to get into, so that door will open, and I also have to draw an encounter in there because there is 1 in there, and I have to add a Lich Gate right there as well. So let's do the Lich Gate, and then we'll draw the encounter, or the hostile group that's in there next. Let's see what it is. It is 3 corpse rats. Yay, corpse rats! That's what we love, is corpse rats. They're not bad. It just means that later on in this game, I'm gonna have a ton of heavy hitting things, I think, showing up all at once. and so that's not necessarily good. So yeah, so the corpse rats will go there, adjacent to the mysterious object. And I should say, because this spot is open now, after... Oh, that technically happens afterwards. So yeah, it is 4. These guys are hostile group 4, I should say. Where if Brutog did all this after his go, where these guys have been driven off, they would have been hostile group, the corpse rats. Almost did it wrong, but that's okay, caught myself. Cleona is next. She's all the way back here and needs to start hoofing it. So she's going to spend her 2 to take a move action. So it's 1, 2, 3. Actually, she was here. It's 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. And then she's gonna run with her 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go here, 4. Yeah. Go there, and then I'm going to search with the mysterious object with my 6 to see what I get from that. Treasure, Ashes of Akweshi. A hero with this treasure can use it at any time during their activation. When this treasure card is used, choose 1 Deadwalker zombie within 2 spaces of this hero. That Deadwalker zombie and each Deadwalker zombie in the same space or adjacent to it is stunned, and then discard this card. That could be interesting, very interesting. I might just use it right now. Actually, I'm just going to hang on to this card, and she can just hold it for now. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. She's just going to hang out there, and I'll do Yeltsin next. So Yeltsin's going to start off with a move action, followed by a run action to get into position. So his move action goes 1, 2, 3. And his run action goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to stop there because he's going to start shooting or attacking into those 2 Deadwalker zombies. I'm going to start off with my 4, which is going to be an Ardent Blade going into one of those 2 Deadwalker zombies. So let's see if I can get them. That is a hit. So that's 2 damage. They do have 3 wounds apiece. So then I get my Firewood Stakes due to my Ruthless ability. Let's see if I get anything there. I do not. So that's 2 damage on that first Deadwalker zombie. Let's see if I can kill him though. I will use my 6 now. Yeah, just to do another Judgment, or sorry, not a Judgment because it's ranged. Another Ardent Blade. That's a Deadwalker zombie. And then we don't get my Firewood Stakes, but I do have another 6 over here on the Destiny pool, so I'll do another Ardent Blade into the other Deadwalker zombie over there. That is another hit, so for 2 damage, let's see if I can get another point of damage on there to get rid of that last Deadwalker zombie as well. I do not, so it's 2 damage on to that Deadwalker zombie. And then, because he's done, I then have to see if he gets any inspiration. So on a 3 or less. He does not on a 7. That lone Deadwalker zombie is not driven off or anything yet, so let's see what it does. A 1, so Grave Call. The leader must place 1 available gravestone model in an empty space adjacent to a hero. If there are no available gravestone models or there are no empty spaces adjacent to any hero, no gravestone models are placed, then place an available Deadwalker zombie on the battlefield in the same space, or in an empty space adjacent to each gravestone model on the battlefield. Deadwalker zombies are now part of the active hostiles groups, and then each acting hostile makes an advance. Not And placing a gravestone there, as well as another Deadwalker zombie, and then everybody gets to advance. So that is not good at all. So they're going to be striking into Yeltsin, because he's right there, the closest guy. So the first one that's wounded, let's see if he does anything. He does not. And then let's do the second one that just was risen. Does nothing as well. Corpse rats are next. They're gonna do something, who knows what. Let's see. So that is a 6. So that is a sewer swarm. So remove all wound counters from all acting hostiles, and each one makes an advance. So only one's gonna be able to get into Yeltsin. So let's just go with the big guy. So it's 1, 2 right there, and then these guys are again advanced. So we're gonna have a wave of monsters and creatures that we have to contend with here. Here's the attack roll from the Swollen Horror, Blood Rat. It does nothing into Yeltsin. Event phase, let's see what we are contending with now. That is a 1, which is Destiny denied. Do not make a Destiny roll at the start of the next turn. That isn't good for me at all. So we're going into the the Journey phase next with a Nightfall step where we'll move the Night Tracker 1 square or 1 space, and then also into the Quest step, and that's where the Gravetide, the Suffocating Gravetide comes into play. So what happens is you check to see if any hostiles or heroes are on the board tile with the Suffocating Gravetide token, so back there, which there isn't. Any hostiles on the board are slain, and any heroes on the board tile are placed on the nearest empty space on an adjacent board tile to the board tile that contains the Suffocating Gravetide token. They suffer 2 damage. If no spaces are available or a hero is buried when they would be removed, the hero is taken out of action. That isn't good. Any remaining models or tokens on the board tile are removed. The leader then moves the Suffocating Gravetide to the adjacent board tile and removes the board tile the Suffocating Gravetide token was on from the battlefield, in addition to any mysterious objects, lich gates, gateways connected to the board tile. When a board tile is removed from the battlefield, place it back in the game box with the other unused tiles. So that is what we'll do right now. So that's gone. That's gone, Z's. That's gone. And he's coming up behind. I don't like this. The pressure is on, and I still haven't scored any points. I would then go into the Destiny phase and roll my Destiny dice, but I don't get to due to the fent that we rolled last time. Destiny denied, so it goes into the activation roll step. So let's roll for Yeltsin first. That's not bad. 1, 5, 5, 6. He is ready to do some fighting. And then we got Cleona next. Where is my extra die? Here we go. Cleona is next. 1, 2, 2, and 3. She's not really up to snuff. A little bit worn out from everything. And then we got Brutog. Brutog just wants to get to the action. And he got a 1, 3, 5, 5. Not terrible, not the best. We still can't rescue anybody, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Then we got Glario next. Glario is ready for some action as well with 5s, 2 5s, a 3, and a 4. Initiative step. Let's see who's acting first. So we got Cleona first, followed by Hostile Group 3. Manageable. Followed by, that is Yeltsin. Okay, that's good. I can handle it. Then Brutog. Hostile Group 4, which is the Corpse Rats. And then we have Glario. So I think I might try to do a Gambit with Yeltsin to get ahead of this Combat Group 3. Do I think so? No, I'm not going to. I think I'll be fine. I completely forgot her Heavenly Alignment, so this ability can only be used once per turn. Before the initiative step, pick this hero or 1 visible hero and discard one of the hero's activation dice. Add 2 to the rest. So that's what I'm going to do with her, I think. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm actually going to do it to... Let me see. I might do it to herself, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it to herself and give her a 4, and a 5. Hopefully this pays off. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And then she's going to activate and hopefully kill some stuff. She's going to start off with a move first, which will just bring her up here like so. Right there. She's then going to use another 4 to do the Thrice Blessed Mace into that Deadwalker zombie. Hoping for a crit. That's what I'm hoping for. I do get it. That is a dead zombie there, so that is 1 gone for her. And then she's going to use her 5 to do a Heaven's Bolt Stiletto. Let's see if I can get 1 point of damage, which I can. Also killing off that zombie as well. And she is out of activations. Let's see if she gains an inspiration point. She does not. So, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And when these guys get to activate, which is next, they are driven off. So they are gone. And I do not replace that as of yet until we find a new tile. Yelson's going to go next. He is going to do an Ardent Blade first off into the bloated rat that's over there, the champion, the blood rat. Ardent Blade, let's see what happens. That is nothing. Yes! He's going to do another one. Another Ardent Blade into that blood rat. Does 2 points of damage to it, but it has 4. So let's see if I can actually get a firewood stake off, which I can. It does 3 points of damage, but it's not enough to kill him yet. So he's going to have to do it one last time. Let's see, into the blood rat. Yeah, that is enough. That will kill that blood rat there. So we'll just put it up here for now. And then I do have a 6 left, and these guys are standing at the doorway, so I'll probably try to make a judgment attack into one of them. So let's see what happens with that. That is a critical, so that is 4 damage, and he does take out another blood rat. Or sorry, another corpse rat. Yelson did gain an inspiration point from killing that champion, and then he killed 7 wounds worth of enemies, so let's see if he gains another inspiration point, which he rolls an 8, so no, he does not. Up next, we do have Brutog, so Brutog's going to come and have some fun. Brutog's going to spend this 1 to move, so he's going to go 1, 2 over here, and then he's going to spend his, let's do his 3, and he's going to do a Marrow Masher attack onto that corpse rat that's over there. Come on, Brutog, do it! It is a crit. That does 4 points of damage, and that does kill that corpse rat. Up next, Brutog is going to run. He's going to just move. So, well, run, I guess. He's going to move here like so, and then he's going to search that mysterious object. Let's see what Brutog finds. So he gets a treasure. Soul Scour Locket. Any hero with this treasure card can use it at any time during their activation. When this treasure card is used, each hostile and hero adjacent to this hero suffers 1 damage, then discard this card. Oh. I'm going to keep the healing. I'm going to get rid of that. Up next is Hostile Group 4, which is then driven off because all 3 of the corpse rats are dead. So we'll take that out of there. And then we go into Glario next. Glario is going to start off with 2 run actions to get to where he needs to be. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. I should get rid of that as well. He's then going to do an explore action with a 4, so we'll draw a couple of more exploration cards. First exploration card. Oh, we finally get a citizen, and there are 2 hostile groups in this room, so it is a big room. Let me see where I'm going to go with this one. So I've aligned the tile like so, with mysterious object there, and then 6 spaces to get all the way across to that closed gateway. So we'll open that up now, and I got to do the hostiles. There's 2 hostile groups in here as well. So the first hostile group, which is hostile group 1, is going to be a Virkos Bloodborne, and that's the one that's closest to me. And the second one is going to be a Korsagi Night Guard. Ooh, that's a big room, a very big room. That is not good at all. Yeah. Well, I only have a 5 left, so what I'm going to do is I might as well use it to do a Noblesse attack into the Virkos Bloodborne, who I placed there, and then Korsagi Night Guard behind him. They are adjacent to the mysterious object, so let's see what I can get with my Noblesse shot. Come on, something good! That's right. That's it. I forgot to roll for Brutog's inspiration. Let's see if he gets it. He killed 1 blood rat, so he does get it with a 3. So he's at 2 inspiration rolls, or inspiration points so far. So both Glario and Brutog are 1 away from inspiring, and Yelson is 2. Up next, though, we have the Virkos Bloodborne. let's see what he does with a 2. That is Scent of Blood. Each acting hostile makes a charge action. When making the charge action, each hostile can move adjacent to heroes with no wounds or grievous wound counters without ending its move action. If possible, each hostile must end its charge action adjacent to one or more heroes with one or more wounds or grievous wound counters. Okay, so they gotta stop here because they can't move through me, so he's just gonna move here like so, and then he's gonna do his attack action into Glario, which is a crit, which does 3 damage to him. Oh, that's not good. So he has a grievous wound and a regular wound on Glario. And then we got to see what the Kosagi, the Night Guard, does. I rolled the wrong die. It's a 5, so he will be doing a charge as well, but he can't actually get into me, so he'll be just coming up here, like so, I think. And that's that. End of the round. Let's see what happens for the event phase, or the turn I should say. So it is Destiny Fulfilled. After the Destiny roll is made, move all discard Destiny dice to the available Destiny dice section of the Sky Vessel board. Night Marker moves another step, like so. And then I gotta get rid of this tile here and place that there. These are then discarded and not used anymore. That is the quest step of the journey phase. Then we go into the Destiny phase. Let's roll for my Destiny dice. Well, a couple of 1s, a couple of 2s, and a 4. So it's something. Oh, I forgot to roll for a second sheet, or a second location. I'll do that now as well. So here we go. Second one has 1 encounter group. And doesn't really matter where it goes. So I think I'm going to place it sort of like that. And I'm going to align it like so. We'll flip this over, and then we'll have to draw another hostile encounter group. Place them back towards that closed gate. Here we go, hostile encounter group. This would be number 3, I guess. Gorslav, the Gatekeeper, of course. All the big guys all at once. That's what I want. Or not. Yeah, and he's just going to be guarding this door, let's say right there as well. Never mind, I can't actually draw another encounter card, so it won't be Gorslav, due to the fact that I can't place it at the end of the slot, so I'll just shuffle in his card here for that, because, yeah, being silly, I'll reshuffle these. Okay, so after keeping all our Destiny dice, we roll for our activation dice. Let's see what we get for Yeltsin. 1, 2, 3, 5. Not the best. I'll manage somehow. We have Cleona. She gets 2, 5, and 2 4s. Then we got Brutog with his 4 dice. Brutog 1, 1, 2, and 6. So I'm hoping Brutog goes first, is what I'm hoping. And then we have 2 for Glario, 2 and a 6. But he'll have some fun with that. Initiative step, let's see who goes and in what order. We have Cleona first, followed by the Virkos Bloodborne, followed by Brutog. Brutog kind of wants to go first. Followed by the Night Guard. And then we got Yeltsin, and then Glario last. Glario's going to try to spend one of his 1s off of his card to do a Gambit. Let's see if I can get it. I do not. He's going to spend a second one because I really want him to go beforehand. Come on! Oh. I'll spend his 2. This will be the last attempt. Come on, do it! No! No! Not good at all. Not good. I do have a bunch of dice that he can use, so that's why I did it the 3 times. But yeah, not good. I guess Cleona's going to be going first. She's going to take a move action with her 2. So that's going to go 1, 2, 3. I could technically start shooting that Virkos Bloodborne because he is there and visible because he's in the doorway there. So I think I'm going to start doing that. Gonna do a Heaven's Bolt Stiletto. So It's going to do 2 points of damage on a hit. So let's see if I get it going into the Virkos. So that is a crit, so that is 2 points of damage, which is nice. And then a target that suffers damage from this weapon action is also stunned. Also very nice. Okay, so she's going to do that again, the Heaven's Bolt Stiletto into the Virkos Bloodborne. Actually, I got to see if he blocked any damage, which he did not with 5. So the second shot, that is nothing. Boo. And then she's going to do a third one with her 5. And that is 2 points of damage as well because she has the minimum damage thing. So does he ignore that? He does ignore that though, but he is stunned, and that is okay because that will help with Brutog next. Okay, so the Virkos Bloodborne is just going to stand up and do nothing because he is stunned. Then it's going to go over to Brutog next, and Brutog is going to hopefully do some damage and have some fun. So he's going to start off with a shoulder barge. Yeah, shoulder barge. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And then I'm going to try to stun the Kosagi Night Guard. Let's see if I can stun him. I do, so he is stunned. He will not be activating any next either because he'll just be standing back up. Next, going to do a Marrow Masher Strike with the Destiny die into the Virkos Bloodborne. See if I can get rid of him on a crit. I can, if he doesn't block it, that is. Which he does. Oh no. Then I will spend another one to do, just the one there, to do the Gut Gouger. Let's see what I can get there. A crit as well. Does he block that 3 points of damage? He does not, so that puts him up to 5 points of damage currently. The Kosagi Night Guard is going to be next. He's going to stand up, and we'll go over to Yeltsin right after. Yeltsin is going to take a move action, moving 3, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 there, I think. Then I'm going to try to shoot the Virkos Bloodborne with a Judgment using my 5. I only need to do 1 point of damage to him, so let's see what I get. I do get 2 from that shot. Does he ignore it? He does not, so that is the Virkos Bloodborne dead. I will get an inspiration point on Yeltsin for slaying him because he is the champion of his own team. And then I'll do a move action next, I guess. A move action next, which will just put him up here like so. And then I'm going to do a Ardent Blade into the Night Guard. Completely forgot to give this to Glario, but I'm going to do it now. He should have done it at the beginning of his activation because you can trade with the adjacent heroes. So yeah, giving that to Glario, that was the whole intent, but I forgot to do it or mention it. Ardent Blade time into the Night Guard. Let's see what happens. That is 2 points of damage. And then on a 10 plus, he will reduce it to a minimum of 1. He does not, so he takes 2 points. Let's see if my Firewood Stakes goes off. It does not, so he does have 2 points from there. I will then do another Ardent Blade from there. Does nothing, and then one last one here as well for the Ardent Blade. Does 2 more points of damage. Can he ignore it? He does. Well, he can't say ignore. He reduces it down to 1 on a 10 or plus, or reduces it by 2 to a minimum of 1 on a 10 plus. So he has 3 points of damage, and then this, let's see if this Firewood Stakes go through. It does not either. Let's see if Yeltsin gets an inspiration point. He does, and he inspires as well at the end of his turn because he rolled a 2 and killed off that Virkos Bloodborne. So yeah, he is sitting at 3, so he'll inspire. Glario is next. He's going to try to recover. He only has a D6. Actually, he's not going to use that to recover. He's going to try using the potion, first off, potion of coagulated vitality. When this character is issued or is used, or treasure card is used, roll a red die for each wound or grievous wound. On a success, remove the wound or grievous wound counter from this character's card, then discard this card. Yeah, so we got 2 wounds, so let's try the wound first. Nothing, and then the grievous wounds, it is removed because it is a success, so we'll move that down. Now he'll use that 2 to try to recuperate, and does get rid of that wound as well, so he is fully healed and back, and that is also gone. And then he's going to try to, I guess, move. Actually, what he's going to do is, that was a 2. he has a duelist 6, so he's going to duelist, which puts him up here, like so, because he can't stop here, and he's not technically adjacent yet, so he'll move up there, and then he'll make a Geist Sever attack into the Night Guard. Does nothing. Nothing at all. Well, I guess we'll just do that again with that Geist Sever attack. Does 2 points of damage. Let's see if he can knock it down to 1 point of damage. He does not, so he's sitting at 5 damage on that Night Guard over there. End of the round, event phase. We rolled a 4, which is the Will of the Master. The hostile group with a model furthest from any hero makes a move action. If they're equal distance, the leader picks one and makes a move action. If there's no hostile group, nothing happens. There is only one hostile group, and he's not moving anywhere, because he's right there as is. So yeah, that is that. Next turn, moving the Nightfall tracker up 1 step. This Gravetide is moving up like so, getting rid of those, and getting rid of that. And then we got to do our quest or destiny phase with our destiny dice. Let's see what I get there. The 4s are gone, but I got a 1, 5, and a 6. So that's not terrible. I will take it. Then we go into our activation dice. Yeltsin will get, let's see what he gets. I rolled too many dice, so I'll re-roll that. 2 2s, a 1, and a 6, so the 6 is handy. Let's see what Cleona gets. Cleona is ready to rock now. She's rested, and she's coming in for some probably, thrice blessed mace action. So 1, 5, 5, 6 for her. Brutog is also ready for some action. 1, 4, and 2, 6. And then we got Glario. So 2, 3, 5, 5. Not bad at all, if you ask me. Initiative step. Let's see who's going where. So we got Cleona going first, followed by Glario, both not a bad thing, then Yeltsin, then Hostile Group 2, which is the Night Guard, then Brutog, then Hostile Group 1, which they'll just disappear anyways. So, yeah, let's get Cleona rocking. Cleona's going to do a move action. She's going to come over here and do some thrice blessed macing. She's going to take the first one, and let's see what happens. Crit, which is 3 damage. Let's see if it can be reduced down. Hoping it does not. Where's my black die? I'll find it. Alright, can he reduce the damage? Let's see, that was kind of weird. No, he cannot, so that is 3 points of damage. Puts him up at 9. She's going to do it a second time. Does, with her 2 points of damage at this point in time, which is automatically going to be enough, even if he reduces it, to kill him. And then, yeah, let's see. Or, sorry. No, he had 5, plus 3 is 8, so can he reduce it? Because if he doesn't, so he is dead. Yeah, he actually would have had 8. And that 1 point of damage does do 2, but if you reduce it, it would have only been 1, so he would have been at 9. So either way, he's done, removed. I'm then going to move with the 1, and I'm going to call for aid to get myself a victory point. So Cleona's going to go 1, 2, 3 here, and then she's basically calling for aid, or sending the citizen, and I can't remember what the action is called, but basically telling him to get the hell out of Dodge as the Gravetide's coming. Now we gotta see if she inspires or gains an inspiration point. She does. I guess I can re-roll or make some search rolls and stuff like that with it from killing off that Night Guard. That Night Guard is, or sorry, then it's Glario next. Glario is going to take a move action with his 2, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's then, I think, going to do a search action with a 5. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do another move action to get over to this door over here, I think. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do the
the next action for drawing 2 more pieces or tiles. Explore action, here we go. So we do have another one here. I am going to set it up like, I don't know, something. Yeah, probably something like that is what I'm thinking. So that's the first one. Drawing for the one hostile group in that exploration card. It is Watch Captain Helgrim. That will be tacked on at the end, like so. So let's get Watch Captain Helgrim. And he gets placed right there, like so. Yeah, and then I basically will have to put a closed door over here. That's the furthest one away. And then a lich one over here coming down right there as well. And the second exploration card, let's see what that is. That is a nice long one as well. We'll see if we can get it all sorted out. There is one hostile group. Let's see what it is. I'll just draw it now. It is Gorslav the Gatekeeper. Ugh, all the big baddies in a couple of rooms. That's not good. And there we have it with Helgrim the Watch Captain and Gorslav the Gravekeeper over there. And then I do have a 5 to do a Noblesse action left with Galario, so I'll do that into Helgrim. Here we go, Noblesse action into Helgrim. That does do 2 damage. Let's see if he does any... I don't think he has anything that reduces it. Yeah, has nothing that reduces it, so he gets 2 damage. As well, so that's not bad, and we'll get some other guys onto him here shortly. Yeltsin is next. He's going to take a move action, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Maybe? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 actually here. And then he'll take a search action with his 4. And let's see what he gets. Oops. I grabbed the wrong guy. He'll actually use it with the Destiny die, I should say. So Glow Sand, Hourglass, Hero with this treasure can use it at any time during their activation. You can use this treasure card once and move the Nightfall token back 1 space. So he's going to hang on to it just to be on the safe side. If I need to use it later on, I may. Who knows? Then he's going to do another move action. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. He has a second 2 there. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to start having some fun and hopefully defeating Gorslav. So he has a 6 left on his board. So he's going to do a Ardent Blade. Let's see what the Ardent Blade gets me. It is a crit, so it does 4 damage. You do have 2 damage on him already, so let's see. And he has no way of getting rid of that. So let's see if I can do the Firewood Stake and take him out. I can't. Okay, well then, it's going to be a Ardent Blade from over here with that 6. Yeah, so let's do the Ardent Blade. And that takes him out as well. So that is a down Helgrim from the Watch Captain. Gone bye-bye. Does Yeltsin get any inspiration from that? He does with a roll of 6. So he gets 1 inspiration point. Goes to the Night Guard, who is then driven off, followed by Brutog, who's going to go rescue somebody. Brutog is going to take a move action first off. So 1, 2, 3, followed by a run action. So it's 1, 2, 3, I guess 4. Then he has 2 6s left, so he'll do another run action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll rescue, or warn off, I should say, the 1 citizen on that one with his last 6. So that is a Brutog done. Hostile Group 1 driven off with the vehicle's Bloodborne, which is good. For me, that is. followed by Group 3, which is Watch Captain Helgrim. And then we have Gorslav, the Gravekeeper, next. And let's see what he does. He has an 11, which is corpse planting. If there's no heroes adjacent to this hostile, treat the result as Call of the Gravekeeper. Okay. Otherwise, the leader must pick one hero adjacent to the hostile, and they are buried. Oh, thank goodness. So Call of the Gravekeeper, the hostile, and all dead walker zombies on the battlefield advance. So he's going to advance and then strike into Brutog. So let's see what he gets. He does 3 damage. That's not good. Does nothing though. That is good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Vent phase time. Rolled a 7, which is our time grows short. So I got to move the Nightfall token up 1 as well. I only need 6 more victory points as well to get over this, or get through this scenario. So we're 6 away. So that was from the first move was from the event. Second one is from the next round. And then this is going to move up to here, and that's going to be gone as well. Destiny phase, let's see what I get. That's, well, not the best. I rolled 2 3s, a 2, and a 6. I guess a 6 is going to get me something. But yeah, that's not what I'm looking forward to. Yeltsin, he has a 1, 2, 4, and 5. That's not bad. Not the best. I was really hoping for a 6, but at least I can explore. Cleona, if I get the option or a chance to, Cleona gets a 2, 4, 4, 6, so she's ready to do some fun stuff. And then we got Brutog. Brutog is ready to eat some flesh. So 2, 5, 6, 6. He is going to be having fun with Gorslav, the Gravekeeper. And then Glario, 1, 2, 4, and 5. So not bad. But we'll see what happens and who activates next. We'll do the initiative step. Initiative step, let's see. We have Glario, not bad. We have Cleona, we have Yeltsin, we have Brutog, and then we have Gorslav. Interesting. Glario's up first. He's going to take a move action moving. So 1, 2, let's do 3 here. Then he's going to take a Noblesse shot using his 5. Yeah, using his 5 from there. So it's a red and a white, or ivory, I guess. Let's see what I can get into this Gorslav. It is a critical, so that is 3 damage into him. He does have 9, so I don't know what I can do per se. And then I'm going to search over here into that. Let's see what he can get out of there. So Vengeful Mirror, a hero can use this immediately after suffering 1 point of damage from adjacent hostiles. Weapon action. When this treasure card is picked up, when this treasure card is picked up, pick a hostile adjacent to this hero. The hostile suffer. When this treasure card is used, pick a hostile adjacent to this hero. That hostile suffers 1 damage, and the hero does not suffer 1 point of damage. Then discard this card. Very cool. I like it. I think I'm just going to give it right to Brutog right away, because I always like having Brutog sort of like up front and in people's faces. That's then gone. I can't rescue anybody, and I can't get any further with them either. So I guess we'll do Cleona next, and we'll just sort of sit on our dice. Cleona's next. She's going to move, followed by a run action, most likely. So that move and run action gets her all the way over here, like so. I'm going to have to use another 4 to take another run action, though, to go 1, 2, 3 over here. And then she's going to try to do a... Let me see. Let's do a Heaven's Bolt Silhouette. So it is just a D12, or red. Does nothing. So, and then she is done. Actually, I'm going to use our inspiration point to reroll that D12. Why not? I get a crit, which does 2 points of damage to Gorslav. And then he is also stunned as well. Yeltsin is next. He's going to take a move action over here. And again, because I'm in the doorway, technically I can still see him. And then he's going to fire or do a judgment action. Judgment is now a red and a blue die. This is obviously into Gorslav. I do 2 points of damage, which that would put him at 7. Yeah. So then I get my Firewood Stakes as well. Firewood Stakes nets me a total of... Oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong die. Firewood Stakes does do 2 more damage, which is 9, which does kill him. Let's see if he gets... Well, actually, I still have another action as well. So he'll move again. And then I think he's going to call for help. So, or not help, but to warn the guy. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'll warn that citizen away. And move that up to 3. Almost there. Almost halfway there. Almost. And the last die for him is just going to be another move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically it's a run because it's a 5. Brutog is up next. Brutog's going to move. So 1, 2, 3. Then he's going to run. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then he has 2 6s left, so he will explore. So let's see what the first tile is. That one with 1 hostile group. So we laid out the tile like this with the Lich Gate and the Closed Gate there, and then the Mysterious Object. So let's see what the hostile group is for that. So hostile group 1 is going to be 3 Ulfenwatch. So they'll go last, and we'll put them adjacent to the Mysterious Object. And the next exploration card is like so. And it's going like so. I don't have another mysterious object to place here, so it won't be able to go there because there's no extra models for that. But I do have 2 Deadwalker zombies that are at the Closed Gate over here. So I'll just put them like that and like that. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Brutog's then going to do a tenderizing blow into this skeleton here. So it is a Marrow Masher attack, red one. And it does a crit, which does 5 damage, which will take that guy out. I think they are 3 or 2 wounds apiece. I'll double check. They're 2 wounds apiece, so let's see if Brutog then gains an inspiration point. He does with a roll of 1, so he will inspire immediately. So hostile group 4 runs away. Or are driven away. Then hostile group 2, or sorry, 1 is the Ulfenwatch. Let's see what they do. They are doing a summon the Ulfenwatch. Deploy any slain Ulfenwatch from this hostile group as reinforcements. Each acting hostile already on the battlefield makes an advance. Very cool. So these guys are going to make an advance. Just jump here, and this guy is going to come up here like so. They only have a move of 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, I guess. And then these guys are going to be attacking into Brutog. Here we go. The officer attacking into Brutog has a crit, which does 2 damage. Brutog is going to try to block some of it. He does block 1. Yeah, 1, so he is wounded. Standard, let's see what he does. He does nothing on that, but he gets to reroll because of his ability, and also does nothing with that one. So Brutog gets it quite nice. Actually, you know what? I might just use this treasure. When this... Yeah, it's too late now. Whatever. I'll just keep it. The Vengeful Mirror. I'll just keep it for later. You know what? No, I am going to do this. So I suffered a point of damage from an adjacent hostile, so instead it goes on to the officer, and I do not... take that damage. So it is the Vengeful Mirror. When this treasure card is used, pick a hostile adjacent to this hero. The hostile suffers 1 point of damage, and the hero does not suffer 1 point of damage, then discard this card. Yeah, I think that's okay. Lastly, hostile group 2. Let's see what they do. And that is a 6. wherever they be. That is an advance. Nope, that is a charge. So 2 move actions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just put them here. 4, like so. Vent phase time. We got a 9. Let's see what that is. I think it's going to be another like the Knight Descends Faster one. No, it is Born Hero, so basically you get a free recuperate action if needed, but don't got anybody that has any wounds on him, so I'm good. And the night time is almost here, which is not very good at all. I also move this tracker going into the next turn up here and get rid of this tile, like so. And then let's roll some Destiny dice. Destiny dice. Well, the 1s go away, but the 2, 3, and 4 stays. So at least gives me a couple of actions and a explore if I need to. Let's see what happens with Yeltsin. He's loving it, I guess. 1, 1, and a 2, and then followed by a 5, so he can't even help warn anybody. I need some 6s here. I got a 2, 4, a 3, and a 5 for Cleona. Yeah, still no 6s. That's not a good sign. Let's get Glario and Brutog rolling some dice. Brutogs, 5s, 1, and a 3. And then we have Glario. Come on, Glario. You got this. There's a 6, at least 1. It means I can at least get a victory point this turn. Getting me up to 4. That's something, right? That's something. So 2, 5, 5, 6. Cleona during the initiative step is going to sacrifice that to increase her dice to each of her other dice. So that's going to go up to 5. That's going to go up to a 6. And that's going to go up to a 6. And then I do the rest of the initiative steps. Let's see who's going. Brutog's going to go first. That's good. Followed by Glario. Dropped a die down here, which was hostile group something or other. Hostile group 1. And then we have Cleona. And then we have Yeltsin and hostile group 2 next. I'm going to try a gambit here with Yeltsin, so we'll get that going, and we'll roll his agility. Let's see if I can get a success. I do. So he's going to gambit and switch with hostile group 1. Hopefully I can get the drop on both these guys and take out both hostile groups, so that way I can move both Glario and Cleona up the board to call for some backup. Starting with Brutog. Brutog is going to make a gut gouger onto the officer because he has a point of damage already on him. Let me see. Let's see what he gets. He gets nothing. That's unfortunate. Alright, well then I will do another gut gouger onto the officer. Do the exact same thing. That is a crit. That does 3 damage and takes him out, which is something. Then I have let's do a tenderizing blow, I guess, onto... do I do tenderizing blow? Yeah, I'm going to do a tenderizing blow onto the standard bearer. I rolled the wrong die because it's a Marrow Masher. My bad. Let's try that again. That is 3 points of damage on the officer, which is also dead. And then he is going to do a 5, which is a shoulder barge. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Like so. And then he's going to do a gut gouger. No. Yeah, gut gouger with the 2 off of here. Scratch that. He's actually going to do the Marrow Masher and use the 3 instead. So let's see what I get with the Marrow Masher. Come on, crit! No, that's only 2 points of damage to that zombie. I also got to see if I stunned that skeleton, which I do. So he is down like so.
Let's see if I get an inspiration power point on Brutog. I do not, from killing 5 wounds of models. Yeah. Up next is Glario. He's going to take a move action from here. So 1, 2, 3, followed by the 2 off the Destiny out of the Destiny pool. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then I guess he's just gonna do another move action with his 5, 1, 2 right here, and then get that guy with a Noblesse, I think. Here we go with a Noblesse shot. I do get 2 shots of this turn, so which is nice. Going into the skeleton, it does do a critical, which kills the skeleton, which is gone. It also gains an inspiration point and will automatically inspire, leaving him with a 6 left as well. Next, I'm going to do I guess a duelist action, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 3 on him, and then 4. I'll come over here. And then I'll try my second Noblesse action into the uninjured Dead Walker zombie. Does 3 and 3, so as long as I do something, that's a dead walker or a dead zombie. And then he'll spend the 4 over here to take out that one as well, using a Geist Sever, which is 2 blue dice. It does 2 points of damage, which that is also a dead zombie. Do I inspire from all of that? So it's 8 points of wounds. I do get an inspiration point. So that is something. We're all inspired now, about time. And this is now free of enemies, so is that. So I just need to get some people down here to sort of call for some assistance and such. Yelson's next. He's gonna run or move, so 1, 2, 3, followed by another move action using his 2, 1, 2, 3, followed by a run action, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go here 4, like so. And then Cleona, she has 5, 6, 6, so it's a run, 1, 2, 3, 4, another run, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another run, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully next turn we can get a couple more victory points and maybe more from there. Let's see what the event is for the next round. It is a 6, which is Crisis. Let's go with Brutog. Brutog is going to do this Crisis. It is still daytime, so the Crisis is a 3, which is page 30 and 21. Brutog is going to do it. So 21. Unholy Defilement. The acting hero must choose if they wish to protect the holy site or allow it to be destroyed. A sacred site that is the anathema to the undead of Ulfenkarn is being desecrated. Safeguarding it will be no easy feat. If you choose to protect the site, turn to entry 136, page 41. Which I do. 136, page 41. So 136. The holy site is this holy site weakens nearby undead. If the hero has a necessary knowledge of ritual, they can enhance this effect. A tactically minded hero could instead use a phenomenon to their advantage in their site's defense. If you're either a lore master or a blade, roll a red die. If not, I roll a blue die. Here we go. Let's see if I'm successful or not. I am not. If it's a failure, the hero cannot contend with the sheer volume of undead assaulting the holy site. They are forced to retreat to the site. Defile. The acting hero lose 1 inspiration, and the crisis ends. Well, he doesn't have any inspiration, so that is okay. And the crisis will end, and I'll place him over beside Yelson. Alright, so going into the next turn, we are moving the Night Tracker up 1, as well as the in the quest step. This now goes over here. These disappear, like so, off to the side for another tile, most likely. And then that goes back in the box. And that goes there like so. I am curious. Up next, we have the Destiny phase. We'll just do that now. Let's see what we get from Destiny dice-wise. Those 1s are gone, but I have a 2, 4, and a 6. So good for exploring and good for warning if needed. And then we will do our activation dice next. Activation roll for Yeltsin. 1, 2, 3, and a 6. So could be way better than that, but that's just how dice roll. Let's see what Cleona gets. So 2, 3, 3, 4. Nothing except for maybe an explore action later on. This is Brutog. Brutog has a 2, 4, 5, 5. He's ready for eating some corpses and having some fun. And then we got Glario on the last one. Hopefully he gets a 6. Let's see. I do not. So 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and a 5. So that is what we got there. Going into the initiative step phase, Cleona is going to sacrifice this to boost that up to a 5, that up to a 5, and that up to a 6. I want another 6 on the board in case we get a third one for warning people and such. So she'll sacrifice that 1 die using Heavenly Alignment. And then we'll go into actually drawing. So we have Brutog going first, followed by Yeltsin. Not a bad start. Followed by Cleona. I'll take it. Followed by Hostile Group 1, which is just going to run away. Then we have Glario, and Hostile Group 2 is last. So let's start activating Brutog first. So Brutog's going to start off by using a 4 off the Destiny pool to do an explore action. So the first one is going to be, let's see what it is if I can get it off the deck. That card there, ooh, looks like we're going into another building with 2 hostile groups. So that is the tile there. I'm gonna flip this gate over now, like so. You got the Lich Gate there, and then the mysterious object there. And there is, I should say, 1 citizen to warn and 2 hostile groups. So hostile group number 3 is going to be what? 3 bat swarms. And then the next hostile group is going to be 3 Ulfen Watch. So we'll deploy those now. And they are deployed there around the mysterious object. So I think it's time for Brutog to go to work. So Brutog's going to spend 2 off his board to take a move action, which goes 1, 2, 3 into those bats there. Then he is going to do a, let's do a Marrow Masher into the leader, I guess. It's 1 blue, 1 red. So, what is it? The Dire Bat, I believe? Yeah, Dire Bat. Let's see what we get. We do get a crit, which does cause 3 points of damage. They are hard to hit, so on a 10+, they reduce the damage suffered by 2 to a minimum of 1. They do not, so that Dire Bat is gone. And then he is going to do a... Let's do another Gut Gouger into the bat that's in the same square. Let's see what we can get. And we get another crit. That is a dead bat as well. Does a total of 2 points of damage with his Gut Gouger. Then he's going to spend his 5. Yeah. Then he'll do it into the next bat over there. He does 2 points of damage with that success, and bats only have 2 points of damage, so that is all 3 dead or slain. Tasty bat wings, anyone? Up next is Yeltsin. He's going to start off by warning the citizen on the tile that he's on using that 6, which is this tile here. So we'll flip that over and put them underneath. Well, I also forgot to roll for inspiration for Brutog. Let's see if he does get one. That's cocked. 6 he does, because there are 7 points of wounds, or 7 wounds there between those 3 bats. So the bat swarms. And we're going over here. So Yeltsin, he'll spend that 6 off that board, and then he is going to... What is he going to do? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to spend the 3 off of Yeltsin's card. That leaves him with a 1, 2, and 6. He's going to take a run action, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, to go there. Then he's going to spend a 1 on Ardent Blade to go into the first Ulfen Watch. So let's see what he gets. That is a crit, so that is 4 damage. That is definitely going to be a dead Ulfen Watch. Spending the 2 off his card now, he's going to do the same into the next one that he's in contact with. That's another dead Ulfen Watch as well. He's ready to slay. I have a 6 left, but I cannot get there. Oh, I got a 2, but 2 doesn't do anything for me. Huh. Let me see. Guess I might as well use that 6. Do a judgment, so I'll roll a red and a blue. Let's see what I get. Absolutely nothing. Nothing from that one, so that Ulfen Watch is still there and threatening us. Cleona is up next. She's going to spend the 6 off her card to then warn the citizen in that group. So that puts us up to 5. I forgot to move it the last time, but puts us up to 5 out of 8. And that will put us at 6. And so maybe soon we will get this escape or this deliverance scenario complete with enough people safe before nightfall. That's questionable. She's going to run with the 5 there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so, and then I guess I might as well run again using that last one. Actually, no, I'm going to use the 2 off the Destiny pool to move 1, 2, 3, and then I'll use that 5 to do a Heaven's Bolt Stiletto. That's what I will do, and it is a red die now. Does nothing. Does nothing. Boo. Hostile group 1 is going to run away. They are the Ulfen Watch. So we'll put that into the discard pile. Get that out of there. And then we got Glario next. Glario is going to do a move action with his 1 off his board. So 1, 2, 3, followed by another one. 1, 2, 3, ending there. I think he'll be doing a Noblesse shot next with his 3. Yeah, he'll do a Noblesse shot with his 3. So it is a red and blue into the Ulfen Watch. See if I can take it out. I sure can. That's 3 points of damage. That is a done Ulfen Watch. These monsters are not staying. I forgot to roll actually for the inspiration for Yeltsin. He does get inspiration from that, so he's up to 2 now. Actually, he'd be up to 1. 1 only. Then I have a 5 on Glario. Let's see what he gets. He's just going to go and run. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand right there, ready for something to jump out next round. Event phase, let's see what happens, because everybody else is just going to run away, all these hostile groups, so we'll get rid of those guys in a second. Event phase, I get a 3, which means the Will of the Master, the hostile group with, yeah, there's nobody on there, so basically the hostile group furthest from us gets to take a move action. But that's not happening, because there's no hostile group. Going to the next turn's journey phase, and that marker is going to be moving up, Nightfall marker. And then the quest step, this is going to come over here, and these are going to go away, like so. And then we'll roll some Destiny dice for the Destiny phase. Let's see what happens. The 1s are gone, but the 3, 4, and 5 stays, so that's not bad. Activation rules, Yeltsin first, he gets a 6, that's excellent, and then 3 3s. I need to do some warning. Then we'll do Cleona. Why not? 2, 2, 5, and a 6. Not terrible either. And then Brutog. 1, 3, 4
and a 6. And we got Glario last but not least, 2s and a 3. So 3 2s and a 3. So during the initiative step, using Heavenly Alignment, pick the this hero or a visible hero, discard one of this hero's activations dice, and then add 2 to the score of each of that hero's activation dice. So, yeah. So choosing Brutog for that effect. So Brutog's 1 goes up to 3, his 2 goes up to 4, and then he has 2 6s now as well. Let's see the order that these heroes activate on. We have Cleona first. That's not bad. I will definitely use that. Then Glario, followed by Brutog, and then last but not least, Yeltsin. Starting off the round with Cleona, she's going to sacrifice that 6 to warn the citizen here. So we are now at 6 out of 8. So hopefully these next 2 exploration cards will have citizens that I can warn as well. She's going to take a run action using the 3 on the Destiny die. So it's a run action, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she's going to spend the 4 for the Explore off of here as well. Pulling the first exploration card. There we go, we got that one there. And it does have 1 hostile group and 1 citizen. And we have set that tile up like so with the closed door over there, as well as the lich gate, and open that tile. So let's see what we get for the 1 encounter in that group. And it is going to be 2 Ulfen Watch. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We'll just grab the officer and standard bear, and we will put them right there, like so. Second exploration card is going to be that card there. No citizen on it, which is unfortunate. And it's deployed there like so I don't have any more mysterious objectives or objects to place in the center tile. So there won't be one, but whatever this encounter hostile group is, 3 Deadwalker zombies, they'll just be placed by the closed door at the back. Cleona's next going to use a 2 offer board to move up. So basically, she's going to go right there because she can't go any further. And then she's going to use her 5 to strike into the banner bearer because I want him gone with her thrice blessed mace. So it's a red and white die. And she gets a critical, which does 3 damage, which is enough to take it out. That's it for Cleona. Let's see if she gets any inspiration. She does not. Does not. Glario is up next. Let's see what he has. He's standing in the doorway. I can do a duelist action using the 5. I'm thinking that's what I might do. Yeah, I'm going to do the duelist action. And I am literally going to spend the 5 off the Destiny pool. So he's going to move. And he's going to go 1, 2... right there, stopping because he's now adjacent. And then he's going to make a, let's do a Geist Sever strike. Here we go with the Geist Sever strike into that officer. It is a critical, it does 3 damage, and does take him out as well. Guess up next he's going to do a run action followed by a move action to get into combat with those Deadwalker zombies. Ending there, so what he did is he did 4 to end here, and then 1, 2. I guess I actually can't do that. I'd have to go, yeah, I would just have to go like that. Unless I went 1, 2, 3. Yeah, for his movement. Then after that move and the run, he's going to do a Geist Sever into the front Deadwalker zombie. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully killing it off, and does not. Right? And then we'll do a second one into the front one as well. Does do 2 points of damage, which is not enough to take out a Deadwalker zombie. Brutog's next. He is going to take a run action with his 3 that he has on his board. So 1, 2, 3. Gonna stop there. That sucks. Let's do, using his 4, he's going to take another run action. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to warn to get using a 6 to get rid of that. He has another 6 left, so that will move up to 7. I only need one more. So what do I want to do? That is the question. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to use that 6 to search that mysterious object. Let's see what he gets here. And it is a realm stone. So he has 2 realm stone currently. So maybe he might take Glario's realm stone if he can and buy something with 2. But I don't know if he can or can't buy anything with just a 2. So we'll have to find out. Yeltsin is up next. I'm going to save this glow sand hourglass. I was thinking about using it to bring that back down to Nate, but I'm just going to save it because I can, and so why not? Yeah, why not? He's going to take a run action, probably a couple of run actions to get to where he needs to be, using 2 of his 3s, and that's going to end him right over here beside Brutog after needing to stop after his first move action over there, and then finishing his second one there. So next he's going to use that 3 for a move action to move into base contact with the front Deadwalker zombie that has 2 wounds on him, followed by that 6+ for to use a Remorseless Killer, make a weapon action which will just be the Ardent's Blade. And then if I end up slaying a hostile champion, I guess it doesn't make a difference then. Yeah, so I'll just use Judgment if I slay the zombie. We'll see. So let's move him first. Ending his movement right there like so. And then he'll make his Ardent Blade strike into that Deadwalker zombie. Does nothing. So yeah, does nothing with that whatsoever. Hostile Group 1 is going to retreat. I mean, be driven off like so. And then Hostile Group 2, which is the Deadwalker zombie, is going to activate next. And they are going to get 12, which is Impaling Cursebriar. Each acting hostile makes an advance action. If a hero suffers damage from this advance action, they are trapped. Interesting. So the front one will attack into Yeltsin. It is a blue die. Where did I throw those blue dice? So here we go. Let's see what happens. It is a success, so it's only 1 point of damage. Yeltsin's defense is also blue, so let's see what he gets. He does block it, so he does not take any damage. The other 2 are going to attack into Glario because they can't move anywhere. So the first one into Glario does 1 point of damage, and his defense is a blue die as well. Takes 1 point of damage, so he is trapped, and the second one does nothing. So Glario is trapped over there, so he can't make a move or run action, and to get rid of that trap action he needs to sacrifice a 4+ activation die, or an adjacent hero can spend one as well. Event phase for the end of this turn, let's see what happens. It is a 10, which is a born hero, so I can make a recuperate action for one of my guys, so that will be Glario. His vitality is a blue one, and so he's going to get rid of that 1 point of damage they had on him. Negate that, actually. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to get rid of the trapped action because I'm allowed to also get rid of an ailment from any hero. Going into the next turn, the hostile groups are now empowered, which is not a good because night has descended. The Gravetide is moving over here. These can just disappear. I don't think they're going to come back into effect. So I wonder how much challenging, or how challenging this will be now that we've descended into night and everybody's going to be empowered. I'm not sure myself. This is the first time actually getting up here. So let's do Destiny phase next. I'm hoping for a good roll. That's not bad. Get rid of my 3s, but I'll keep my 4, 6, and 1. And then we'll start rolling for everybody's activation dice. So Yeltsin, 6s for days. That's right. He is coming back with a vengeance, hopefully. We shall see. Cleona gets a 1, 2, 3, and a 6. It's not bad. Not good either, but I guess just right there in the middle. And then Brutog gets a 1, 2, 5, and 6. And then I think he's going to be a good candidate for Cleona's ability again. And then Glario Let's see what his 3 dice produce. 1, 3, 3. So just enough for fighting, maybe. Initiative step, getting rid of that 1 and boosting up Brutog's dice over there by 2. So his 1 will go up to a 3, his 2 to a 4, and then that 5 to a 6. Let's see who's going first. It's Brutog. Not that he can do much right now. That's not good. Then we got Glario. Then we got Yeltsin. Then Cleona. And then the Deadwalker zombies. I guess Brutog's just going to spend his 3 to run in circles around this tile. I honestly don't know. I do know. I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 to go there. Or actually, yeah, to go there. And he's going to search with his 4. Here we go, searching now. Crisis, which is kind of what I wanted, in all honesty. It is now the night time, so let's roll on the night table for this Crisis 3. So page 31 and paragraph 32. And it says, Valor beyond measure. A brave citizens armed with a rusty pitchfork is desperately battling a bloodborne protect their lover. The acting hero must choose to help the brave citizen or leave the area. Oh, he's choosing to help. So entry 110, page 38. So let's get there. Brutog is definitely helping. So 110, page 38. Here we go. So, stirred by the sight of such courage in the face of pure evil, the hero moves to deliver a savage blow to the bloodborne before it can kill its prey. The acting hero makes 1 free attack action, as if their target was adjacent and visible. Reroll any failed attacks rolls if the acting hero is a blade, which he's not. If the roll is successful, the bloodborne is slain or driven off. The acting hero gains 1 inspiration point, and the crisis ends. Otherwise, the acting hero suffers 2 damage and loses 1 inspiration point, as the bloodborne quickly slashes at them before rushing off into the night, seeking easier prey. The crisis ends. Alright, so I'm going to make my gut gouger melee attack to see if I can get a success on one of these 2. I do, so he gains an inspiration point. That will put him up at 2, and the crisis will end as he drives off the bloodborne, and he's going to go up beside Yeltsin and Glario. Right there, like so. And then he's going to make a gut gouger, I guess, into the Deadwalker zombie right there. And I'll just use that 1 off there for the gut gouger. Let's see if I can take him off, or take him out. I only need to do 1 point of damage, which I do, so that is a Deadwalker zombie, i.e. dinner for Brutog. I guess he's going to use a 6 off there, and another 6 to move over into the next tile, and do another gut gouger into... yeah, into the another Deadwalker zombie. Yeah, here we go. It is a critical, so that is 3 damage and will kill another one. Glario's next, so he's going to start off by doing a Geist Sever into that last zombie that's over there. So it is 2 blue. Let's see what I get. Or do I know? Yeah, a Geist Sever. It is a critical, does 3 damage, and does also take out that Deadwalker zombie as well. He's going to use a 3 to now move into that tile, and the 4 off my Destiny pool over there to also explore. Let's see what this stack gets us for the first one. It is just 1 hostile group, and then the second one is going to be 1 hostile group and 1 citizen. So I got to get to this before I can extract. And let's check what this hostile group is here in that room, and it is 3 bat swarms. I'm going to put them in slot 1, like so. So we'll grab some bats and throw them in the board. And they are deployed right there. This is going to open up, and my second card with the citizen in there will go down something like that. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see what that last hostile group is in this stack. It is 2 more Ulfenkarn, and they will be hostile group 3. And so we'll put those down there. Okay, so Glario is there, like so. And then we got the Bat Swarms and Ulfenwatch over there. And then what we'll do is he does have a 3 left on his board, so he will use Noblesse to try to shoot into a regular bat, not the Blood Bat or whatever they are called, Dire Bat. So because, well, I guess, yeah, not the Dire Bat. Let's see if I can kill one of these bats. I do get a crit, that is 3 damage. Then on a 10 plus, they reduce it by 2. And it's over on the other side. Let's see if Glario took out a bat or not. He sure did. After Glario's go, it goes to Yeltsin. He is going to take a move action, first off, to get into the room and maybe start some shooting. So the move action is going to move him over here like so. So 1, 2, 3, he's going to go there. And then I think he's going to make a couple of judgment shots. So here we go with the first judgment shot into, let's do Remorseless Killer. Yeah, let's do Remorseless Killer. So he's going to use a judgment for that, though. So it is a blue and red going into the Dire Bat. Let's see if I can kill him. It does have 3 wounds, so I'm hoping for a crit here. It is a crit, which does 4 damage, unless he reduces it, which he does not, which is a 2. So it kills off that Dire Bat, and then he gets to make another a free weapon action. So I'll make my second judgment actions, which, because I can do 2 a turn now, due to the fact that, oh no, I can only do 1 a turn. Okay, well that sucks. I guess he's going to move and then do his Ardent Blade up against the other. Moving there like so, doing his Ardent Blade up against it, which is 2 blue dice. Let's see what I get. Nothing. He'll use his inspiration roll to re-roll the die. And it's still nothing. I guess I might as well use this 6 and just try to kill it off as well with another Ardent Blade. There's a crit, which is 4 damage. Let's see if the bat reduces it. It is a 9, which it does not reduce, so that is a dead bat as well. Seeing if you get that inspiration point back, he does not. And Cleona is up next, so she's going to take a move action, followed by a run action, followed by probably another run action to get to where she needs to be. So move action first, 1, 2, 3, run action, 1, 2, 3. Yes, another run action is 1, 2, 3, 4, right there like so. Let's see what happens in the event phase. It is a 4, which means the will of the master. The hostile group with the model furthest from any hero makes a move action, so that is over here to these guys. And they end their move action right there like so. Journey phase, Nightfall marker. Can't move anymore because it's already nighttime. Descend the Shades of Night. Name that band that made that song. But we do have the quest tracker, which is just the Gravetide just moving over here and these disappearing as well. Destiny dice time. My 2s and 3s both go away. It leaves me with a 6, but truly that 6 is what I needed anyways, just to make sure that I can call for that hostile once they get rid of those zombies. Or sorry, Ulfenwatch. Scratch that. I actually forgot to activate the Ulfenwatch after everybody else ran away last turn. So let's see what happens with those guys. First off, they would have got a 5, which would have been charged. So they just get to attack Yeltsin at this point in time. So let's see. Let's do the officer first. He does a crit. And Yeltsin doesn't block any, so he'll have a grievous wound. And then the standard bearer will do 1 wound, and Yeltsin will not block that. So he'll have a wound and a grievous wound on him. So he gets activation dice now. Let's see what Yeltsin gets after backtracking there. 2 and a 4. He can at least extract if he needs to and call down the support. Cleona gets 1, 1, 4. I do have a 6 if I need it. So that's something. 1, 1, 1, 4. Brutog, he's hungry, nasty, mean. He's loving it. 3, 3, 5, and a 6. And then Glario last, 2, 5, 6. So we should have enough to do what we need this turn. That is the hope, at least. It all depends on order of activation and such. Cleona is going to spend a die here to increase these to a 4 and a 6 using her ability. And then we're going to go into the initiative step fully and see who activates and when. So we have Yeltsin going first. Could be fun. Followed by Cleona going next. Interesting. Then we have Glario, Hostile Group 3, which is the Ulfen Watch, and then Brutog last. So we'll do Yeltsin first. So Yeltsin is going to do a Remorseless Killer up against the officer, Ulfen Watch officer, and it will be the Ardent Blade. So let's see if I can get a crit with this. I cannot! I cannot, so he'll do the Ardent Blade again. Yeah, going into the officer again. He gets 1 point of damage, which is 2, which is not enough to kill him. Cleona is up next. She's going to spend her 4 to do a... Actually, she's going to spend her 1 to move. And she's just going to move all the way over here. Like so. That's a huge move. Huge move. And then just start swinging her Thrice Blessed Mace into the officer first, then the banner bearer. Here we go with the first Thrice Blessed Mace strike into the officer, who only has 1 point of damage left. And she does do 2 points. That kills it. Then she'll do it again into the standard bearer as well. Which does nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I'll just use the 6, and I'll do it again. There we go. It is dead as well. Kind of futile at this point in time to roll this. No inspiration points for him. Glario is next. He is going to move with that die there, which will get him just behind Yeltsin, so he'll have to use that 5 to run, getting him into the next room. So first move action 1, 2, and then his run 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4 to this side. There. And he's not doing anything else with that last die, so he's just going to reduce it down to a 5. It's pretty much futile at this point. Like, he's going to run in and into that room as well, so he has 2 run actions to do it. So the first one will get him right behind Yeltsin. Second one will get him where 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go there. He has a 5 and a 6, so he's going to use the 6 to warn the person, getting me 8 extraction point, or 8 points. And then he's using 6 off the Destiny pool. Come over here, and then he'll use his 5 to call the extract and call the Ardament. I guess we do have to check for the 8 for the event at the end of the round, which is just a born. Sorry, it is our time grows short, so nothing there, and then everybody else is just going to extract at the end of the next turn. So we will not continue on, and we'll go into the Journey's End next. So going into the Journey's End, determine success is the first step, which obviously I was successful. I have 8 worn cards that I've successfully used. And then you resolve extraction event, which I forgot my D12, so I'll only get +1 to this due to the fact that it is nighttime and I was successful, so I don't get the +1 from it still being daytime. So let's see what my extraction event was. That is a 2, so it becomes a 3, which is the Wolf King has caught the hero's scent and is on the hunt. During the setup of the next journey the heroes undertake, the deploy hostile step, replace all the models listed on the encounter card with for hostile group 2 with Radukar the Wolf. That's not good. If you're pausing the quest in the meantime, place his hostile reference card in the bag to remind you and remove it after the journey begins. Ew, that's nasty. That's so nasty. Radukar is going to be in the next scenario. Wow. So determine survival is next. Everybody has survived. Remove tokens and counters. So all ailments, inspiration counters, wound counters, grievous wound counters from surviving heroes. And then I'm going to trade everything to Brewtog. So both the Realm Stones, he'll have 2 from that. And I might, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Next up is Resolve Consequences, which basically my fear is going to shrink by 2, so it's going to go down to 5. And then my influence will go up to a 5. So fear down to a 5, influence up to a 5. After that, increasing the hero's level, so they all go up to level 1 because they all survive and gain experience as well. And then I get to also spend my Realm Stones. So levels wise, we have Glario is a blade. Where's the blade? He's now level 1, so he has Quick Thinker. So Quick Thinker, reroll failed gambit rolls for this hero. We then have Cleona, who's a lower master. Fated, this hero can spend 3 destiny dice per turn instead of 2. Beneficial. Executioner, which is Yelson, his quick reflexes do not reduce the score of remaining activation dice on this character's card for when their activation ends. And then we have the Stalwart, which is Brewtog will have now Indomitable. Before this hero would make an activation roll, they can remove 1 wound counter from their character card or turn a grievous wound to a wound counter. Really good for Brewtog. Love it because it fits with his inspired side. So good. So we'll throw those with their cards. Also spending the Realm Stone, the 2 that I have on Featherlight Weapons. So 1 reaction die each turn is a 6. Because that will give me my Tenderizing Blow whenever I want it, basically.
All right, guys, there you have it. That was a very successful Deliverance journey for Yelson, Cleona, Brewtog, and Glario. But unfortunately, the wolf has got their scent and is tracking them down as they speak and as they're trying to escape to a safer place to recuperate. So next scenario, next journey, I guess Radukar will be on the board, and I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to do a decapitation mission and have Radukar and other stuff on the board somewhere? Because I think that might be a little bit hard. I'm not sure. Or do I want to try to level everybody up now to level 1 and then go into that decapitation? Because basically now if you have somebody that's level 1 in your team, everybody else then gets 2 experience, or basically double the experience for the scenario. But the guys that are at level 1 cannot go any further until I do that decapitation, the first decapitation journey. So that's some thoughts I'm going to do. I'll figure it out before we get into the next journey and next week's battle report. So anyhow, guys, if you haven't yet, check out the link down below for Torchlight Games and Hobbies, and to get a big shout out to them. They have been a great support over the last little bit for the channel, so thank you, Torchlight Games and Hobbies, for that support. Also, while you're down there, check out the description of the video for the Patreon link. All that support goes here and helps me do what I do here, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. To our Patreon members, past, present, thank you very much for that support that you guys have given as well. Everyone else, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.